Hey buddy, you gonna be easy to catch today, or are you gonna make me chase you all the way down this alleyway? It's looking like you're gonna be cooperative. Back up, back up. Good boy. Come on. Come on. We get to go to town, buddy. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank y'all for tuning back in. As you can see in the previous clips, you're probably thinking to yourself, this guy is not gonna have a good morning, and you would probably be right. Fence work is never something that, as far as I know, anybody looks forward to. It's something that has to be done, but it's not really something people look forward to. But we gotta go patch a little fence this morning, fix a little fence gap, and move a horse. As y'all can see, we got the horse loaded in a trailer. We got a bale of hay for him loaded in a trailer. When we get to the pasture, I'll just back in the pasture and we'll roll the bale out on the ground and we'll turn him out on it's about 10 acres of pasture land. So that ought to do him for a little while. So we're gonna try to get that knocked out as fast as we can, but yet do a good job where we don't chance him getting out. So y'all come along and let's get that knocked out. Alright, y'all, we made it. Look, he's still in there. Let's assess the damage here. So here is our fence gap that we're gonna have to put up. I don't know if you can see it. It's gotta be put in there. Alright guys, first thing we're gonna have to do, this post right here is going to be pulled across this driveway and over here in the edge of this woods. There is a hole right here where it was at. We're going to clean this hole out, set that post, and tamp some dirt in around it. We got our hole cleaned out. Let's try to get this big old thing set in there. All right, we got the pole set and tied off to the existing fence here. Now we got to set a few T-posts and finish stretching this wire across this gap. All right, we got our T-post set down here, and you might be wondering why I have this T-post down here in the bottom. This wire, this ditch was not here whenever this fence was built originally. So I put this T-post here where I can bring some wire to the bottom of this ditch here to keep him from trying to get underneath the fence. Well, we got our strands all the way up to the road. I know this is not perfect. This is a very terrible job, I know that, but it's just gonna hold this one little old horse in. He's super gentle. He's not pushy. He is just gonna hang out here and live his best life. So really this little bit that we have here is gonna be more than enough for him. So now let's get over here in the bottom of this ditch. There's a pretty good gap under here. So in the bottom of this ditch, we're gonna go from this post over here down to the bottom of this T-post, back up to this post to kind of block this off. Now, we got that unit all buttoned up, got the wire stretched. Let's get this gap stood up. That's pretty much it. The only other thing I'm gonna do, right here on the peak of this driveway, this fence is a little bit low, so I'm gonna take another T-post, stand up beside it. I'm not gonna drive it in the ground. I'm gonna stand it up, pick the wire up. That way it'll help kind of hold the wire up a little bit, maybe a little bit taller. It'll be fine like it is, but I have the material, so why not? Now, that's a little better. I know it kind of looks silly, but the wire's a lot higher, and I know he ain't gonna try to jump out of that. Alright guys, so day number 2 on this vlog. So today I'm going to be working on something that I've never in my life tried or I've never done. I've seen pictures of it, and that's pretty much as far as my knowledge of this goes. I'm going to be trying to build a cross out of some old horseshoes that I have. As you can tell, I've got bukus of them. Some of my family decided that we thought it'd be a good idea to build this cross to put at my grandpa's grave site. So I'm gonna do the best job that I can, and yeah, I'm gonna have to learn with y'all, so let's learn together. Okay, I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just start out, let's see, we'll do it like this. Draw a line like this. Then we're gonna come off of that, we'll say about right here. Let's get it straight. Draw us a line right here and carry that line on out this way. Now I don't know if that's the right way to do it. I have no idea. I just drew that line just so I kind of have an a visual line to follow, just to kind of keep it all straight. I'm obviously going to have to do a better job of keeping it straight than just relying on that line, but that's just going to help me keep me close. Now obviously I know I got a lot of cutting some ears, cutting some horseshoes in half and stuff to make this all fit, but this is kind of going to be the general layout of it. There's a few little things I might tweak and add just to kind of make it my own, but yeah, that's kind of the general That's kind of the general shape of it right there. So now I'm gonna go through here and I'm just gonna take my soapstone and just kind of mark where I want to cut these horseshoes at, roughly. Let's get these 2 horseshoes right here cut and let's get all this tacked up. And I know I probably should be doing this with my Metabo instead of my cutting torch. It'd probably be easier, faster, but my Metabo decided to give up on me the other day, so we're left with the old gas hatchet, the old cutting torch. All right, guys, we got all the nails out of them. This is what our straight run is gonna look like. I'm hoping that this right here looks like a heart. It looks like a heart to me, so I hope y'all see it too. All right, so this is a little bit harder than I thought it was gonna be. So this one's probably gonna be just a practice one. I may end up liking it when I'm done, but so far, I'm not real proud of it. So I'm gonna keep on with it, finish it out, and if nothing else, it can just be a practice one. Well, what do y'all think so far? I'm not really a big fan of it so far. I don't feel like I've done a good job, but like I said, we're gonna keep going and maybe we can make it look decent. Well, one side completed. Let's do the same thing over there. Ready, and well, that seems to be what I can do with this one. I know it ain't perfect. It's off in quite a few places, but I guess for my first one, it ain't just absolutely terrible. It's not good, but it's not terrible. So that's that for the cross. But I do appreciate y'all sticking around, even though I didn't do a real good job on it. Well, that's probably it for today's video. I got to pick all my tools up and I'm gonna get to sanding and grinding on that cross and make it clean so I can paint it and get it ready to be brung to the graveyard. So I really appreciate y'all watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure and hit that like and subscribe button. I really do appreciate it. And we'll see y'all Tuesday.